how would you try to sell secession to not the political left, but we're talking about, the everyday left. A lot of them don't even realize that the drug war and how like someone like a state like California, or a bunch of states in the beginning were practicing like a soft secession by not doing all the federal laws. That could be one way, but that term secession it triggers people to think something war. This, but how would you try to sell it because if it was a part of your foundation when you got into this, that means it's still there, right? I mean, you built off of this secessionist thinking, a mindset.
It is, and so I when you're like me and you're steeped in it for all of these years, it becomes like just another word that means something positive. But to someone who's just living their daily life and some guy goes, I'm about secession, I think that freaks people out, the average person that's not paying attention to these kind of things. And I can understand why they wouldn't. People have to work and go to school and do their jobs and have kids. Why are you researching a secession movement online? So I would say you can give good examples like you just said. So California, that's a soft secession. It's called nullification.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
When states decide to do their own thing against what the federal government's telling them to do. So sanctuary cities, I would say, is a good thing. So in California, if San Francisco doesn't want to follow Donald Trump's immigration rules and they become sanctuary cities, that's really a form of soft secession. In other words, you've decided, and Gavin Newsom said this, he called California a nation state at one point. You've decided, we're California. I don't care what Donald Trump says. We are going to do our own thing. That's a very soft way of kind of breaking away from the federal institution that is the United States of America. It's becoming common now for sanctuary cities for guns. And through COVID, we really saw it big because one of Donald Trump's best things is that he kind of did hands off with when it came to the lockdowns. It was up to each state, as it should be. And so now we get to see really how states do their own thing and don't listen to the federal government or don't have this one rule fits everyone in the country. So we get to see, look at Florida. They were open. They're kind of their own thing. Look at California. They were locked down. They were their own thing. And so that's one way to pitch it, is that we're kind of witnessing it happen. And certainly Texas, you know how we are here. We kind of have this streak of Texas pride. And when you go to other states, let's just say you don't see Colorado Chevrolet and the Colorado edition of this Ford truck and stuff like that, because we are kind of our own people here in Texas. So I think we kind of instinctively have that spirit here to begin with. So I think that's helpful as well.